Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ryan here. Just coming at you today with another. I guess this one. I think that we're doing armory updates for Fab, so this will be a local update for One Piece. I have content for another card game I play called Dragon Ball Fusion World. If y'all are ever interested in that, I can upload more of that. I just placed second in an Ultimate Battle, which is a higher up tournament. Super good game. But yeah, it's another Bandai game, so if you're ever interested in that, post down in the comments below, and I'd love to provide more content for you guys. But yeah, today we're gonna be talking about our One Piece locals. Today we went to Health Points TCG. They're another great locals. They're not actually in our hometown. They're up. They're not far away, about a 30-minute drive. Always prize out great. The owners are always great. I think we got like a whole tournament get prized out to the whole crew. I top forward. I went 3-1 with Reiju, and I hadn't touched the deck in probably 2 months, 3 months. Just really fun. I ended up losing to my third round Foxy. Very interesting match. Very interesting match because I didn't understand how to stay online because he was just always under me, like always under me, and anytime he needed to get back online, he could just Black Maria. So it was awesome, but fun match. Regardless, Reiju, if you don't know what she does, she's Vin Smoke Germa. Your turn, once per turn, when one of your Dawn cards on the field is returned to your Dawn deck, you can draw a card. Combos really nicely with Reiju, this Reiju, because on play, if you have less Dawn on your field than your opponent, and if you have 5 or less cards in hand, draw 2. So usually you can net up to 3 cards with this combo, putting you around 8 cards. Kaya is more a combo piece. She used to get things like Ichiji in the graveyard. She's a 2K, and she's just more there to fix your hand. Charlotte Pudding, I've casted her 3 out of 4 games today, and I think every game I casted her in, I won. She was just really effective. A lot of people like to take early, defend late, so you just punish that by letting them take early, Pudding, and then have a really strong push turn with Ichiji or a Judge or something like that. Ichiji, it's gonna be your rush character. It comes on next to and gains rush. Judge, it can basically pull one of every baby Bin Smoke from your graveyard on play. You really don't play Judge that often, at least I haven't gotten the ability to. I usually stay too far under mana and kill, like, the game goes too far often to, or doesn't go long enough, often enough to where I can play him. But I can see, like, if you're playing more of like a Black Maria build, you can play Judge easier. I think it was just more for, in my build, more for grindier matchups. Sora's a 2K, but she also gives you any of the babies you need back to kind of get your combo online if you can't hardcast. Baby Niji, Adult Niji. Adult Niji KOs up to one of the 2 or less on your opponent's side, or it returns a 4 or less to their hand. Good for getting through blockers. And that's pretty much the only thing he does is just mitigate and kind of get through blockers. We've talked about the draw line. Sanji, I like Sanji. I think I've seen some lists run him at 4. He's a 2K. If you have less Dawn than your opponent, he only costs 3 to play. 3 for 6 is just great. He's a blocker. And while, yeah, so it's really good, but at the same time, I don't think having 4 is worth it, because Chopper is a searchable blocker, and he adds a Dawn on play. So just super good. Searchable off of Porsche. Porsche is one of the MVP cards in this deck. On play, you can Dawn neg1, look at the top 5, add any Foxy Pirates, including yourself. And then you can play up to 4,000 power or lower purple character from your hand. So your Choppers, any of your babies, a combo I really enjoyed doing was Porsche, finding a Porsche or a chopper, and then playing an Ichiji to get Ichiji out. And that's if you go first, that's turn 2. You have a 7 body on board already, pretty strong. I know a lot of people play 4 of the Germa 66 event. I like 2 because you do want to see it, but you don't want to see it really. You never really want to see it throughout the late game. Like, it's just kind of a dead card at that point. Like, it does fix hands and everything, but no BP. BP it's just everything in this game, right? So, Germa Kingdom, it's the stage. It kind of allows you to fix your hand and get pieces into the graveyard that wouldn't normally do much else in your hand. So, like, you can tap down Germa, pitch, Vinsmoke, look at the top 3. Ichiji, look at the top 3, and then grab any of your Vinsmokes. So yeah, it's a super it's one of those hyper more. I don't know if it's hyper aggro. I think it might be actually with the Porsches. It's pretty hyper aggro. I was killing a lot on turn like 5. I want to say it was my pretty consistent kill turn. Like as we got to Tindon, I never know the turn cycle. The matchups we had 4 matchups. So they were round 1 was versus my brother. He was playing Pudding, yellow purple Pudding, which that deck is a lot stronger than I thought it was. He ended up pushing me all the way down to 1. Actually, no, he got me down to 0. He just didn't have enough to finish the game. So I came back with a crackback and killed him on the last turn. Gecko Moria was my second round, and he was playing really well. I saw my field pretty effectively and all the pieces I needed. Foxy was my round 3. Very, very odd. I've never fought Foxy, not even on the sim, I don't think. It wasn't hard to really manage what he was doing because it's just every turn he had a Tid Drop Dofi, right? It's what his ability does. But that's not the problem. It was the fact that he was always under my Dawn, so none of my stuff was online. So my Reiju was hardly none of my characters are ever hardly online. So it was really hard to do that, but it was a fun match. He ended up getting me down, ending the match with 0 health himself, and I had 0 health. So it was a fun match, very close, very fun. And then we ended the night with the ST14 Black Luffy. I actually had misplayed into this, and because I didn't know his 1k power retained through the opponent's turn, into the opponent's turn, and but I ended up, ooh, sorry, it's been a late night, clutching it up and pulling it back in. And yeah, so that was our 3-1. We snuck right in on the 4th place, splitting a box with top 4. We ended up also prizing out. They prized out, HP prized out a full kit tonight, which was really awesome. So I got the winner card I'd been wanting, which was the Momonosuke. So great night overall. Shout out to the hosts. And yeah, thanks again. Y'all have a good time, and I'll see you next time.